In this lesson, we're continuing with vectors and we're going to look specifically at unit vectors. So, unit vectors are vectors with magnitude of 1 unit. So, for example, if we've got vector u here and the components are root 3 over 2, 0 and a half, and we find the magnitude of vector u. So the magnitude of vector u is the square root of the sum of the squares of all of the components. So that's the square root of root 3 over 2 all squared plus 0 squared plus a half squared. That is the square root of 3 quarters plus 0 plus a quarter, which is the square root of 1, which is 1. So we can then say that u is a unit vector because it has magnitude of 1 unit. So let's have a look at the type of thing that you might be asked with regard to unit vectors. So we want to find the components of the unit vector u, which is parallel to vector v, if v is equal to 3, 4. So our solution then, if we just try and picture what's going on here. So here is vector v, which we know is 3, 4. And we know that vector u is parallel to it. We also know that vector u is a unit vector, so it has magnitude 1. Now vector v, as I've said, has components 3, 4. And we're able to find the magnitude of that. So it would be useful here to compare the magnitudes of the two vectors that we've been given. So the magnitude of vector v is the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared, which is the square root of 25, which is 5. So the magnitude of v is 5. And we can see here that obviously u and v are parallel, but we can see that u is 1/5 of v because we have compared the magnitudes. We can substitute what we know about v. We know that the components are 3, 4. So u is equal to 1/5 of 3, 4. So the vector u must be 3/5, 4/5. And that's our final answer there. So just now, before the screen goes blank, it would be a good idea to copy this example down in your notes and then complete the few questions which are similar to this example.